It's Week 16 of the 2024 season. We'll see Baker Mayfield. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dolphins and the 49ers, next on EA Sports.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the double.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense,
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from South Florida. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
it's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance. And
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one. It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Moore going in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Now Mayfield. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Miami.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain, fresh set of downs.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Duvernay with the grab. Well, they'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Brings up second down at the 49ers 31-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. McBride is the motion man. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Now give up the middle. It's Benson. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9. Baker to throw. He's got his big tight end. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Marcus Jones now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the pass. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The Dolphins offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Miami.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and When you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there.
That one, taken in. Touchdown, 49ers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Now Mayfield. To the outside, a catch made by Moore.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for Watson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Kamara. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. This one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On 1st down is Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. 3rd and long. Throwing is Baker. The throw on the run is complete. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge 4th down stop.
The 49ers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. One quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Kamara. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down as he gets up to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, 49ers.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, here's a run with Kamara. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It is 3rd and 10. Watkins motioning over. On 3rd down, Rodgers. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Swift. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The open man is Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard now?
And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Duvernay to return. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They will run it over center with Swift. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. John Runyon, the guilty party. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll swing this out to Swift.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, Baker. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Baker to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? To throw is Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Dolphins will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The Niners offense and Puka Nacua getting set for this next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Trevor Lawrence, over 300 yards passing in the victory, with a couple of touchdown passes as well. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Allen, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Marquise Brown, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime
we
lead.
Get back underway here on EA Sports. Laube now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll go again here with Kamara. And And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That's the rookie, Jared Verse, fighting his way in to record the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll motion a tight end right. On play action, Mayfield. That's caught downfield by McBride. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Now, faking the give. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That complete to Swift. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Give up the middle with Swift. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Moore going in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Now Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. 17 yards that time for number 17.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. He'll tuck it and take off.
That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the 49ers are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On 1st down, it's Swift. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's Swift. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The 49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. On the give, this is Kamara. Oh, he is going to be swarmed under, met in the end zone. It's a safety. That is the danger of the play calling down there, Greg. Trying to stretch it out, can't get there, and it's going to cost them 2 points.
Most often, Mike, anytime you're backed up, the idea is to try to get the running back running downhill at the defense. For that exact reason, he got bounced out wide. They were able to string the play out towards the sideline, and it results in the safety.
On the return, it's Moore.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And the 49ers first down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Moore going in motion. Throwing on second down. Mayfield nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. 49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. A first down throw from Rodgers. He's going to tuck it and go.
These plays just kill you. Defense, the pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They motion the slot man left. First down for Aaron. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Watkins motioning over. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Dolphins offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense. Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
Rodgers on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Watkins motioning over. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Baker to throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Another run here. Another run by Swift.
Again, ball carrier.
2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On play action, Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
They're all set to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now Rodgers. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're going to start with it 1st and goal. Now Swift. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Dolphins. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Yassin.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Benson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Benson. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They'll go. Mayfield. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Here is 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will cut the deficit to 7. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.